We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back, though. She's looking for me. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her. It's really scary when you're alone without your mum.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs, of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I do not disagree, but to turn them away would be wasteful. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. Yes. And if they work hard enough for long enough, the city might allow them to earn their freedom one day.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
You'll be in a big cozy bed soon enough.
Right?
And you'll have anything you want for supper.
There is so
All the
much wrong
treats your
with that
tummy
name.
can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
You'll be in a big, cool soup.
Never allowed sweet things right before
With haste.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Uh-huh. What are you calling this new business?
Look, I really need you all to leave right this...
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. Well, wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers? Are you threatening me? Zenobia, why are you just standing there? Do what I'm paying you for!
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Start walking right now.
Time to get going.
Just a little more cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
In your circus.
What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do.
You're being a big...
Everyone deserves a chance to make some coin.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next? Off with you then. We don't need an audience, that's for sure.
Cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
I bet I could hit that fancy one right on the nose. Pow!
Time to press ahead. That's curious.
There are traps.
Time to dance.
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
Be wary. This place is trapped. This place is trapped.
Careful. There are traps about.
Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity's compromised. Wonder if the gods are watching me. These boots have seen everything.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Sinister? Ha 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 ha! Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them. Keep it together, Arthur. There's no evidence that links this back to you. And you definitely locked the basement before you left. What? No, wait!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You can see the city. Up on the hill.
You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that. That's right. Cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
One foot in front of the other.
What do you get out of this?
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
What in the hells was that?
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
That might be worth a look.
Donations?
You wouldn't be saying that if you'd seen this inventory. Or how many refugees we have here. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
Is everything all right, men at Nestor?
This place is trapped.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Then I guess he better get well.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Another step forward.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers.
Got ya.
So don't
Too slow.
make trouble.
I got you.
It's only a couple of cots. I'll do it. Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe and then found out I'm last in line to get in, 'cause I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
Shut it! Scavenge wherever you can from this mess.
That might be worth a look.
We'll make something out.
Just what we needed.
Thought you might want to get your mind off things. I know I do.
What with all the refugees?
What will we do?
Ill rumors, the food shortages.
There are so few of
Speaking
us
of
left.
which, I'm surprised you managed to get such a spread.
Ways and means, dear. Freshen your drink, perhaps?
I think it's been freshened enough times as it is. I can feel my face going flush. I'll take that drink after all.
before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
What? No! I've had so little time!
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Did you hear something earlier? Almost like a groan.
Well, the worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat.
What's that?
Then we should end it on our terms, not hiding in fear. Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. Prayers for the fallen. We're burning their belongings, so they may fight on in the afterlife.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. The wretched undead.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me.
A friend met on the road, my lady. I told you of the stranger in the swamp. And they went on to kill the undying General Thorm. If the rumors are true.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one. our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Cleric could. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Serpents must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack? I share your fear. Hands on fear.
We will have to act for all our sakes.
There are so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Have to keep going. That might be worth a look.
Just trampling us into the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat.
The pigeon carries itself with an air of dignity, its mannerisms stern and commanding. The bird coos its approval, yet you noticed it flinched at the sight of your hand. With the offending articles out of sight, the bird is back at ease. No harm done.
face! Something to send? Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. No routine here. We're the best in the city, delivering from Candlekeep to Waterdeep and beyond. At least, normally that's the case. We've had to limit our service. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. You do that? Well, if it's not too much bother, yes, I'd appreciate the help. Bring me the letter, unopened, of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Mark?
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
there's no water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my arse praying. And God's don't give me down.
Here we be! Ah! Take me to my cherished Shira, and thy reward shall be plenty.
He'll make to rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. He who shoulders the suffering of others can never be weak. But I suppose you're right. But the crying one has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here. Brilgor was a criminal, sure, but there's no way he killed Lorgan. Investigator Valeria might be content to blame the politically convenient target, but I'm not. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Sharetta's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes. How goes the search? Shira. I can tell you where to find her, but you might find the conversation rather one-sided. She's buried in the temple crypt. Passed only last year. Poor thing.
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
You observe the urge to laugh from afar, letting it fade with each breath.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh, if not one step toward madness? Thou art the one! Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings. Oh, no, no! This cannot, must not, shall not be! You must open her tomb in the open-hand temple post-haste. She may bless us, even beyond the veil.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
I'll hear nothing more against Father Lorgan. I've nothing against.
That might be worth a look.
That collar looks familiar. Does this cap belong to Gale?
You notice the Tressym guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet. She doesn't seem to mind. You take the ring without so much as a mew.
Can't slow down. Be wary. This place is trapped.
The pride of the gate.
crypt. This must be where Shira Clarwen is buried.
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is, the tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom. Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. The madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain. You remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward. You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Once again, you feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. What is it? The urge to laugh dwindles. Though you can't help but chuckle. You withstood the monk's madness and earned Tasha's hideous laughter.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse. The morning lord calls. Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
The corpse is an empty husk once more. The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
He's gone. Well, he was always good for a laugh.
continue la vides.
We are rested enough.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
That's curious.
Body parts. Is this some kind of display? So much blood. Must be where Father Lorgan was slaughtered. Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Didn't work.
Intact!
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
Care for a dip, Will?
It would be my pleasure, Karlach. Once the Absolute's been crushed for good.
Heroics don't leave half enough time for messing.
What's that?
no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting
Why
past
don't
that
we talk about something else? Well, I say.
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything. I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
We need change.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Let's march!
Vlaakith, my queen.
I named you Hasharlak, yet you still call me queen.
Venerable Vlaakith, please, I beg you to listen. I seek...
My forgiveness. Yes, I know. And I might yet grant it. I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before your undying queen.
Shmarzallah, Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand, and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me, for you would not survive the flood to follow.
It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent, through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. Wise words, kin, and so it must be. As Bart to Vlaakith, I shall still be bound to all 10,000 protocols. Vlaakith kork skatzai, zai, zai, zai! O Queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission. First, we find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Then, we cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Zala Vlaakith! So it is. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Once Orpheus is slain, I will take my place in Castle Susurrus as Bart to Vlaakith II. Every Githyanki and every red dragon shall know me by the name. What about him? Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end, and trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. So loyal, so beguiled, they were blind to his treason. The honor guard's deaths were inevitable, as is the death of their gay-enthralled prince. As loathsome as it is, the Emperor slipped one fact into its slurry of lies. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind, one talent of many that drove the Illithids to enthrall him. The prince is a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Vlaakith was no fool. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of the Githyanki people's end has been ripped from the venerable queen. Better to kill Orpheus than to risk the enemy wielding his power, whether that enemy be Gaich or the Dead Three. Chuk! I'm embarrassed you'd fall for such an obvious trick. You probably believe the Illithids twaddle about Vlaakith usurping Gith's throne as well. The astral prison contains not one, but two atrocities. They will use you and abuse you at every opportunity. There is one truth, Vlaakith's truth. Everything else is apostasy. Very well.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right?
I met you before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
It isn't much of a home, but what's ours is yours.
But I won't make it that long on my own. But all right, I'll go. But you'll see. You should have said yes. You'll wish you said yes.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. I want us both to be ready if... well, if we can't fix me. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
Who knew Vlaakith and Mistra would have so much in common? Both set on flinging their followers towards destruction without so much as deigning to justify it. Lae'zel's devotion is impressive, but if she's not careful, it will be fatal. Gods consider mortals like us a cheap token to trade in for their desired outcomes. At least in my experience.
The Gith God Queen is dreadful to behold. I understand now why Lae'zel admires her. Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. It is already living up to the legend. From the still, dark waters of Lake Donegarten to the black academies of Tierbresh, it is a city of wonders and terror. But it is not my home anymore. If I were to return, I would be denied all of its wonders and shown only the terror. If you had seen my city's splendor, you would not ask the question. I will miss it until the day I die. I am a daughter of Menzoberranzan's most ancient and powerful house, the Bainray. I lived a life of privilege and danger. My home was at the tallest point of Cuel Arzol, the place of the nobles, a plateau high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface, and I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself, and I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me. I expect so. If the world were to end, I think my mother would survive to rule over the ruins. Yes. My house trained me to be a soldier in Lolth's service, and my mother showed me how to survive the perils of society. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share.
Give up now.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. Reckon so. There's something off about you anyway. Might be brain rot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. What do you want to know? Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
How much farther can I go?
had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Let that be the end of it.
Stop fretting.
Don't
The
make
steel
things
won't
worse. Works for the guild.
Soon as the fight
They
is
get away with whatever they
mark
like.
my words. We'll be on our own.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Ah, you've opened it, I see. Well, let's cut to the chase. Go on. Tell me how much your silence is gonna cost me. You aren't? Right. Well, here's a little something anyway. A gift. Let's not mention this to anyone else. Our little secret, all right?
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man. That'll make a great headline.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people.
Fascinating.
Our people.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Really? Here I thought this was going to be a boring day. Help! I'm being attacked!
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Please!
Take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
We'll be safe in the wild.
Outraged.
You threw a fit. You wouldn't last a day out there.
This is front page material. That'll make a great headline. Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged.
Onward.
Imperativi.
This is front page material.
At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
That'll make a great headline.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Never hurt him. Still means murder. Still unsolved.
This is front page material.
I'll feel that one later.
Great headline. Fascinating.
They won't see me coming.
At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. Still means dead. Read all about it.
Our readers will be outraged.
Why don't we talk about something else?
This is front page material.
Sharp as ever.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
I shouldn't say anything to you until you've spoken to Albrun. He's very... particular.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. Perhaps. All the more reason to get rid of them. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. And yet here you are, all in one piece. Most people who cross them aren't much more than a stain on the street afterwards. You can do what's needed. I'm sure of it. You just need a little assistance, and I can provide it. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? Wonderful, but patience is a virtue. I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? Marvellous. You treat your friends as a butcher leading cattle to the slaughter.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. When you find the lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
While she lives, Orin will continue to terrorize us.
You have my word.
Boys ready?
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving.
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
What path lies before me?
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Oh, yay! Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye!
What's the worst that can happen if we... More than one way to skin a Tresson.
You haven't lost a day,
You'll find a way into the city.
It's run
You have my word.
And the gods don't give a damn about us.
They work for the guild. Give them a piece.
Last 10 days. To do with his death.
Maybe it has something to do with the army about to invade the city.
Don't believe everything you read in the broadcast.
That'll make a great headline.
I don't mind it, honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Here. You haven't even got inside yet.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has rules.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen,
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
Everyone is
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff?
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Eat more fish. It's good for you.
Open your mind to new sensations.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Such a shame. You won't survive without his help. And I'll miss your pretty face. At least hear him out. You'll be surprised what he has to offer.
Yeah, you got that right. I'm in the guild. Yeah.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Nine Fingers won't be happy about Zenobia, and I'm not about to tell her. Better you than me. Now listen, I'll only say this once. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
I never know he's hired. I don't know where she wants to be rid of that broom.
No. Isn't right. On his leash.
Some game. Playing.
We are not in trouble. One she can win.
Remember our vows.
The cucumbers have been taken from the tree. Again.
Always good to talk, my friend. to keep going.
They're just salty.
I put it on
Everyone
especially
is
for you.
There's a difference.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
We are not in trouble, sister. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops.
Got the pet?
That doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow.
A hero at heart.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you. Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Joe, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
No time to waste.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death, but I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen. The gods themselves cannot grant you my unimaginable bliss. Refuse it once, and you will be left forever wanting. Then a part of you remains forever empty, yet keenly felt. An ultimate unknowing beyond your grasp. At least take these. May you have at least some comfort in bitter times. I won't forget you. And you won't forget me.
Delights!
Not so loud!
Eat more fish. It's good for you.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that tenement.
Very well.
made him.
I am not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent killer?
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Then you will die, along with every other soul in this city. You'll turn on each other before this is done. Mark my words. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? You play the fool, and you play it poorly. You know something. You're trying to deceive me. But why? Someone must have intervened. Someone you don't want me to know about.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. And succeeding.
Raphael. Of course. I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? I see.
Again, the Emperor pries at the boundaries of your thoughts. Invasive. Curious.
And risk becoming enthralled to the Elder Brain. You wouldn't dare. I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Brothel? Pleasure house? We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity. Don't be such a prude.
master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even Arm.
Oh.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. A vampire spawn turned into mist. Didn't know they could do that.
Eat more fish!
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. I think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a trader.
Think stuff and say, catch of the day!
We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Hey!
Doesn't make any sense.
You paid Raphael a visit. I want to
Give
hear...
Yankee. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Listen, because I'll only say this once. This fight isn't just about Baldur's Gate, or the Sword Coast, or even Faerun. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
That'll be.
Oh, a blast straight to the heart was that one.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping.
Much better.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, if that's true, that sounds dreadful. And complicated. As if this cult of the Absolute wasn't enough to worry about. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
Hoots, please, just make the drinks. I'm not telling you about Raphael's 50.
Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that tenement.
Fascinating.
Crime of passion? Deeper conspiracy. Nothing to do with his death. I swear. Steele Watch will put a stop to them.
5 defeats. At the end of it. Make things worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Thank you. Now Brilgo's name has been cleared, we can extend our help to the refugees once more.
his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorcan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorcan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
I warned the temple of exactly this.
Stelmane's death! Crime of passion!
Readers will be outraged.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
What were you thinking? Butter! Oh, honey, guess we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
Honestly.
Brothel, well, I do. Pleasure house, which means we're getting a decadent delight. Breath for me, yeah?
Shh. People, eh?
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Besides, our pantry. Food shortages, rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
Imagine
Up there,
seeing watch a power up for the first
Danthelin's
time.
dancing axe.
Well,
The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Dinner with my parents, remember?
Welcome to Danthelin's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harper's. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Short father, bless you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
Breathe deep and move.
You are not Jahira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears. You have
the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Cleric out in the Shadowlands, no?
Strike, strike, strike! Before the doppelgangers do! They're bloody doppelgangers!
Two steps at a time.
Time to push my luck again.
Easy as.
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Thank you! Because I'm not, I swear! You're You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Right. Equal to the High Harper. You can give her my report, then. The others... they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Cleric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar. The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
What? By the more than some of Curly's went on down there. Bloody vigorous, were they? Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
We've got the tool for the job.
Let the man breathe. Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Must have been 10
Can't slow down.
Well, we're shopping
Hell,
for a
not
suit.
this again.
Dinner.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Now here's someone who appreciates... Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
course.
armor was such a bargain.
Set your
Can't
worries
return
at
it.
ease.
How else was I supposed to see their
Safe
optics?
hands.
Tools, all shapes, all sizes, all prices.
It was. But good old, hard to find.
They were Gortish's idea, which makes him the inventor.
You're not Cleric.
How about we settle on...